What's up, guys? Just got back from work. Got some Panda. Took my my older lady friend around. She had to go driving. She can't drive anymore, so I take her around because I'm such a nice person. Anyway, something I wanted to talk about very briefly, like I always say, is the fact that you are going to die one day. And I feel like that's not a big enough motivator for people, which I find very interesting. Because it sounds stupid. Almost got hiccups there. Anyway, like I was saying, it sounds stupid. I mean, everyone dies. Everybody dies. Like J. Cole said, one day everybody gonna die. Whatever. But genuinely, like, think about what that means. Everything you take for granted that you're able to do right now. You can get up, go watch a movie, your favorite TV show, play your favorite song, whatever song you think of, you can play it, listen to it. You have goals you're going towards, you have people you hang out with, whatever. Just think about that for a second and imagine you having none of that. Imagine none of that existing. And that's what it happens when you're gone. It's gone. And people don't, I feel like, realize that enough, how important and significant each day is, you know? Because you kind of lose sight of that and you fall into this trap or this, like, repetitiveness where you're just doing the same thing every day, like, oh, okay, whatever. But you don't understand how quickly things, like, just like that, things flip upside down and you're like, what the fuck is even going on? And I was just taking she lives at a retirement home, or like, not a retirement home, like a recovery home for, you know, when you go after it. She had a disease like sepsis pretty bad, like a while ago, 2 years ago, a year ago. She's fine now, but she still lives there. But I see it's all, you know, mostly student nurses or younger nurses that are taking care of everyone, but it's all like older people, right? And they're all kind of just spending their last days there. It's kind of sad. I remember the first time I went there, it was really like hit me, because I was like, it just felt like so, it was just fucking sad, dude. I don't even know. But she is actually roommates with, she's a lady who acted in, or she was the stunt double for, in the Twilight Zone? No, not Twilight Zone. Fuck. Wizard of Oz. Her name's, oh man, I don't sound like her name. Karen Joyce Marin or something like that. Karen Marin Joyce, I don't know, something like that. And she turned 106 a little bit ago this year, I think. And it's really interesting because maybe I'll put a video up right now. I probably won't do that. It's too much editing for me. You could see on her wall, like, her bed's right there and she's lying there and she's in it's incredible how the human body just deteriorates, dude, I'm telling you. Anyway, you see on her wall, like, all of her, like, photos of past her when she was younger, like 20, whatever, like when she was acting, you know, like there's photos of her on set of a movie when she's young and like all happy and like it's like, fuck, it's so crazy to see that, and then you turn around and you're like, that is what 80 years did, or that is it's like, everyone will get to that point, and it doesn't happen like that because it's gradual, you never notice it, but to be able to look at a photo and be like, that happened, like that was a snapshot in time taken from all that time ago, and now this is where she is, this is what state she's in, like, position, situation, whatever. It's really incredible. Yeah, I just don't think it's big enough motivation that people understand, like, you being young right now, it goes away just like that. Like, obviously it doesn't, because, like, it's gradual and you can see yourself getting older. But what I mean is, one day you're going to turn 20, like I did. My next gun's coming up 21. And eventually you'll turn 30 and you'll be like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, all that's gone. Like, you cannot get that shit back. And you were only a kid. I know you always hear this thing, you only live once, you're only a kid once, whatever. But it's really fucking true, because I'm realizing, I'm like, damn, dude, I already am now in 20s, right? And once you live that time, like, that's it, you lived it, but you can never go back there again. And that's the significance of, like, just having a good fucking time and not worrying about it. That's all you can do in the end of the day. Obviously, don't be an idiot and do stupid stuff or waste all your money. Like, still be smart in a sense, but don't be overly worried or cautious, or especially with money. It's like you have your whole fucking life to make money, dude. Don't be so overly can't spend that. I'm going to talk because I used to be like this until very recently. I'd be always like saving every dime. I wouldn't eat out with friends, or I wouldn't do this or that. But then I realized, like, I'm making enough to do that money-wise. Not a lot, but enough to support it and save. Just be smart. You know, I've already saved up a good amount, but saving shouldn't rob you of living and spending. You know, spending is not a bad thing. It's just don't overly. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that topic, but just people don't understand. It's not a big enough motivator that you're gonna die. Like, to just do what the fuck you want to do, and stop caring so much about little things. Like, I think the best way I could put into words is how I realized all this shit is when I would think of like a moment in time. Like, for example, I'd be hanging out with friends, we'd be eating. And I would think back on that moment, like, let's say weeks ago or days ago, and I think, or even like a month ago, and I think, damn, we haven't done that since. Or we've never, like, it was a really good time, we haven't done that since then. And you see how significant and fragile that moment is. Like, the moment you were there, that hasn't, yeah, you guys might go out again in another month or week or even a couple days, but it'll never be that same moment again. Things will change since then. It's just always fucking different. And I think back, I've hung out with these two coworkers I work with, and I think back maybe, fuck, I don't even know, 8 months ago, 7, when we were like hanging out at, or we went to go eat at this place called Spike's. It's like a little, it's in a country club, but it's like a little cafe, breakfast place area, brunch. And I remember back then it was so much fun. Like, we were just joking around. Like, it was the first time we really went out, all 3 of us. We were just joking around about the job, about like other coworkers. We were just like having fun. It was a lot of fun, you know? And I enjoyed it. But looking back, it's like, damn, that shit is like just, it's so different now. Like, we can still do that. I think we're gonna hang out this week probably. But it's different. It's not the same dynamic, or, you know? It's just, it's, time passed. It's just things fucking changed. You know, it's I don't know. So just I don't know. I gotta go take a nap and eat. I'm fucking dying here, starving. Yeah. So I don't know. Be happy. Do what the fuck you want to do. And thanks for watching.